Guys, welcome to another one of Brooklyn's Book Chats. Today I'm going to be discussing one of my favourite authors and one of her books, The World is Full of Married Men by Jackie Collins. Now, let me first just give you a background on Jackie Collins, because I'm presuming some of you that watch this may not know who she actually is. Anyway, so Jackie Collins was born in England, and she wrote over 33 novels. Actually, she's passed away since, but her family are still very active on her social media accounts, which I think is amazing, because she is an amazing author and she'll always be one of my all-time favourites. I actually haven't read all of her books because when she passed away, I was just really, really sad. But I've since picked up her books since, and I'm reading them all in order of publication, from her very first book, which is, as I said, The World is Full of Married Men, to her very last book, which of course was, for those Jackie Collins fans out there, the Sant'Angelos. And that Sant'Angelo series is something else entirely, so stay tuned for those clips. Okay, so with The World is Full of Married Men, as you can probably guess from the title, The World is Full of Married Men. Okay, so we have several different characters. Two characters in the book, David and Linda. At first, they are a couple. David is in show business. Linda is, the dutiful wife and everything. But, from the first signs on, we know that their marriage is rocky, and Linda sort of, she wants to do something for herself, so she decides to go to a protest rally, and, she finds she gets all caught up in the emotions of that. She feels like she's accomplishing something rather than sitting home and being all sad about her marriage, and how she feels like, oh, it's not like how it was when David and I met and everything. So, she discovers herself throughout the book and realizes, okay, my husband's actually cheating on me, so I want out of the marriage. And good for her, I say. David himself is one of those typical Jackie Collins males that are just so, conceited but hilarious, and you can tell that they're going to get their comeuppance at the end, and it is just brilliant. The very last line, which involved David, had me laughing in stitches. The irony, it was just great. Some people label these novels as trash, which I don't agree with necessarily. The closest genre I can put Jackie Collins towards is chick lit. But again, for me, it doesn't feel fully right to say that, because there's some elements in the few chick lit books that I've read that don't fit JC's writing style. So I say, because I've read this once and I totally agree, Jackie Collins is the queen of her own genre. Her novels literally have everything in them. They are fast-paced, they are light, they are edgy, they are full of fabulous, kick-ass, strong, independent women. Claudia, who David has the affair with initially, she was just full of one-liners, and she just made me laugh, and I admired her initial ballsy attitude. She didn't want to get tied down. She just wanted to focus on her career. She would stop at nothing to get into big acting. She wanted to be a star, and gosh, she faced some trials and tribulations throughout the book, but I'd like to think one day she would reach that goal, and I hope that she's mentioned in The World is Full of Divorced Women, which apparently, I've not actually read that one before, and I hadn't read this one either, which is exciting. Actually, this book here I got from one of the antique bookstores in the city, which is pretty cool, I think, because it's quite hard to find 2-in-1 novels. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. And yes, Jackie Collins, she will, even, since she's died, she will forever shine through her characters and her books. And even though this was a first read, I will reread this book again. In fact, the reason why I haven't read all her books, aside from being so devastated when she died, was because I constantly reread my favourite Jackie Collins books. I definitely think she's one of the more underrated authors of the world, and I definitely recommend everyone to check out her books. She said that her harshest critiques were the ones that hadn't read her books, and that is absolutely true. Guys, they say don't knock it till you try it, and that's exactly it. What more can I say about The World is Full of Divorced, Married Men rather. It was quite short, at only being just over 100 pages, in this edition anyway, but it was just, jam-packed full of laughs, and, it wasn't slow. Constantly throughout, I admired Linda's character the most. She, at first, still remained devoted to David. She didn't want to accept that her marriage was over until, he'd crossed that line and he cheated. I admired her constant love and devotion to their two young children, and how she didn't even want to, badmouth David when they'd split up. And she, even though David was angry by the divorce, he was thinking, oh, this woman has some audacity to try and divorce me. Linda was adamant, that everything would be kept civil in front of the children. But anyway, I'm glad Linda did what she did, and I'm definitely proud of her, and I recommend this book to everyone. Stay tuned, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this book talk. Feel free to comment any thoughts down below. Have a great day. See you next time.